when people come to me and say like, I want to turn my company into a teal organization. And I go like, no, you don't want that. Or at least like, I don't get excited about this. Like, who wants to become a concept, right? Like,
Yeah.
right? That's not very exciting, But what is really exciting for me is to have that conversation around what is actually behind that yearning. Like, what is it that you're no longer okay with? And what is it that you're really longing for and yearning for? And bringing that out into the light. And often it's a juicy, but also a conversation that takes time. Like often we're not very clear about our motivations, right? And then we say like, yeah, well, I just want people to self-manage. And I go like, okay, that sounds like a noble goal, but why do you want that, right? And then really understanding, and often it goes back to something very deep and very personal. Often to sometimes their own childhood, or just like moments in their own life that have been with pivot points, stuff that they've experienced, moments where they felt powerless and that they've hated it, or they've seen their father or their mother being deeply unhappy at work or crushed by hierarchy and just never want this to happen again, or just some of these very personal motivations. And then I go like, okay, now we're talking, now we know, and this has real energy. And so I couldn't agree more with you. I mean, I am a bit of a systems geek, right? And I love to think about these systems, like, how could these self-managing systems work? And but ultimately, this is all just in service to some deep yearning that we have, or some clarity around like, I will no longer do this. Like, I'm no longer okay doing this old thing. So it's a juicy conversation I'm having with leaders. It's like, what are you no longer okay with, and what are you really yearning for?